Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I am standing here in the empty spot where the Bug normally would sit. The Volkswagen Bug has been sold. It went to Arizona, and thus begins the tedious job of selling off more vehicles. I'm, as you guys know, planning to move to Tennessee. My wife and I are hoping to maybe do it in the next 18 months. It might be a little bit longer, but we can see the light at the end of the tunnel and thinking that maybe within the next 18 months, we can actually make this happen. That means I'm going to have to sell off some vehicles. I do want to take about 6 or 8 vehicles with me, but I just contacted a carrier, very well-known carrier, just to see kind of approximately what it would cost to transport 8 vehicles from here back to our new town in Tennessee, and the price was really up there. I actually still have a little bit of sticker shock, and it's been several days for me to adjust. Now I'm going to look at other options. I'm going to look at cheaper options and what have you, but still, when it's all said and done, in order to have money to do what we want to do to the place back there, in order to have money to move things and get us all set up and be comfortable and survive and everything like that, I'm going to have to sell some cars. There's just no two ways around it. So more than likely 6 or 8 will go with me. At the moment I have 13, so if you do the math, that means either 5 to 7 cars are going to end up being sold over the next year, I would say. So the purpose of this video is just to kind of give everybody an opportunity that watches my channel. If maybe you're interested in one of the vehicles, we can talk before it actually goes out to the public and I put it out to whatever auction site or whatever website I decide to do. So without further ado, let's get started. This is going to be the first vehicle that's going to go on the chopping block. I am planning on probably putting it either on Bring a Trailer or Cars and Bids right after the first of the year. And it is a 1994 Nissan 300ZX. It is a naturally aspirated 2+2, 5-speed manual transmission. It's got just under 75,000 original miles. As you guys can see, it's got the aftermarket wheels, it's got the aftermarket brake rotors, exhaust, tinted windows. Other than that, it's pretty stock. The car is actually original paint, and the paint actually came out really, really nice. You can see the flaws when you get up on it, if you get up on it really close or what have you, but within 10 feet, it looks great. The interior is like a solid 9 to 9.5 out of 10. Everything works, right down to the CD player, heat, air, cruise control, everything like that. This car is just a joy to drive. I'm planning, like I said, to put it on an auction site, but if someone comes along and wants to give me 15 for the car, I will sell it now. I really think that's a good price for this car. I'm kind of thinking it might even go a little bit more than that on an auction site. But who knows? I know that if it was a turbo model, it would be double what I'm asking for it right now. But 15 is pretty firm at this point in time. I may reevaluate that down the road, but I think 15 is a fair price for this car. Next vehicle, and not necessarily in any order, but this is going to be another one that's going to end up going, is my 67 Shelby Cobra replica. It is a 427 replica. It does have a 427 in it, 4-speed manual transmission. British green, shows really, really well. Interior is absolutely beautiful. Everything works on it, all light signals and gauges. It does have the true Hellebrand knockoff wheels. Brand new tires I just put on it. Just had the clutch replaced not that long ago. And this was made by like Classics Limited or something like that. I forget the name. I have all the paperwork upstairs, but it's a company that basically did these kit car replicas, a lot of different ones, including these, back in like the 90s and the 2000s, and then they went out of business. Really well built car. These things are actually stretched a little bit more than the standard Cobra replicas to accommodate a little bit taller of a person. So like I'm like 5'10", 5'11", and I fit in it very, very well. I love this car. I've had it now about 8 years. It's going to be tough to get rid of it because I have had it for a long time. But you know, these cars, I mean, crappy replicas go for like 30 grand. Nice replicas go for the 6-figure mark. I want 50 for this one. I think that's a fair price. Not saying I'm not negotiable, but at this point in time, I'd like to throw 50 on it and see where that sticks and what happens. And it may end up going on Bring a Trailer at some point in time. I don't know. Next in line is going to be my 2002 Ford Lightning. I said I wasn't going to sell this truck, but I think I'm going to have to. Like I said, 2002, it's really super clean inside and out. I had it professionally lowered. Everything's good on it. Everything works on it. It's got an aftermarket sound system, tinted windows. It does have a pulley. It does have a tune. So I would recommend that it goes to somebody outside of California so they don't have to deal with the smog. Someone inside California wants to deal with the smog, that's fine. It's up to you. But interior, exterior is in really good shape. It's got a few dings, but other than that, it really is a very clean truck and runs very strong. It's right around 400 wheel horsepower, so it pulls very nicely. And I want 20 for this. I'm not negotiable on that one. I've said all along this is what I want. If I'm going to sell it, I want 20 grand for it. It's got 160,000 miles on the truck, but it had a replacement motor at 125,000. So it's got a lot of life left in it. Next in line is this vehicle, which I just picked up not that long ago, 67 Dodge Coronet Pro Street. It's got a 505 cubic inch Mopar motor, and it is turning out just a little north of 750 horsepower, trans brake, line lock. Interior is very nice. I haven't even done a video on this car yet, but it's got fiberglass hood, fiberglass trunk, fiberglass bumpers, and it does have street slicks on it. And it is a beast. It is definitely a beast. It runs on, you can run it like on 110 octane. You can tune it down to like 105, 100 octane. You can even tune it down to pump gas, not a big deal. I'm running on about 105 so far. I haven't played with this car a lot because I haven't had it a long time, so I'm kind of thinking that this will be, you know, a few months down the road, maybe into spring before I try to get rid of it. But it is a really nice car, very well built. It was actually in a magazine. It's got a cage. All the lights and signals and gauges work. The only thing that doesn't work is a speedometer because of the TCI transmission, but I put a GPS speedometer in it, so you've got that. And I'm going to want 50 for this car. So if anybody's interested, 50 is what I want. Next to it is another vehicle I just picked up not that long ago, 1955 Chevy Nomad. This car, I haven't even done a video on it yet either, but I'm planning to very, very soon. So right now it needs a little adjustment in the shifter and the linkage, the transmission linkage, because right now you just don't feel really the notchiness when it goes into gear, and I like that. I want that. I think that's a good idea to have. But this thing, like the short list on it's a 406 small block, Holly Sniper fuel injection, 700R transmission, power disc drum brakes, power steering, tilt, power windows, Bluetooth. Interior is beautiful. Paint shows very, very nicely. I did order some different rims for it, and they should be coming in here very soon. I'm going to try those out. A little smaller rim because I'm not crazy about 20s, but whichever ones I like the best I'll keep, and then I'll sell the other ones. But this car, it really is a nice car. It's a pleasure to drive, very, very enjoyable to drive. And right now, the way it sits, if someone wanted to take them off my hands today, I would need $75,000 for this car. So if you're doing the math, that's 5 vehicles so far, and those are 5 that will definitely go. I got 2 others that are potentially on the chopping block. I don't really know that I want to sell them, but if I have to, if push comes to shove, I will. So, and it's this one behind me, that's one of them. It's my 1964 Corvette. This is a small block car. It's crate 350, 4-speed manual transmission. It's a very clean, nice car, nice driving car. Fairly new tires on it. Interior shows very, very well. Paint is really good. It's got a few cracks as you would expect from the fiberglass, but I mean, it is a really nice car. Drives nice, runs nice. Everything works on it. No issues with it at all. It's just a cruiser. It's not a fast car at all. It's just a nice cruiser. It's even got the black plates, so I'd anticipate probably a California car all its life. Really good shape. I want 50 for that car, and at this point in time, that's not a negotiation. I wouldn't go down on that price. 50 is what I want. Last but certainly not least, and this would really be the last one to go, but again, if someone offers me the right price, but my DeLorean, I don't want to get rid of the car. I took the time and spent the money to get it sorted out. It's in really good shape. It's lowered. It's got tinted windows. It's got an aftermarket sound system. I put new tires on it not that long ago, and really everything does work on the car. It's really a joy to drive, and I really enjoy having it. I would like to keep it, but you know, $50,000 happens to show up in my pocket, I would let it go. So that's where I stand right now. Like I said, I really don't want to sell the Corvette or the DeLorean, but 50 each would buy them today, honestly. So that's what's going on. You know, we'll see as things get a little bit closer and things could change or what have you. I really don't anticipate buying any more vehicles, probably between now and the time we leave. I mean, you never know. Something could come in and I just can't pass it up and I've got to buy it, you know, if I think it's a good deal or a good investment or what have you. But for the most part, I really do want to start cleaning out the shop a little bit and moving things out, putting some money in the bank account, and preparing for that move, because it is a big endeavor. It really is. I mean, as much as you plan and as much as you budget for, it's going to go more than that, and I know it's going to go more than that. So that's the plan as of right now. So if anybody is interested in any of these vehicles and wants to talk more, please hit me up. I'm going to put my personal email in the description below. You can email me, we can trade numbers, we can talk a little bit more and see if we can figure something out. All my vehicles are very nice, very well maintained. I take care of them. I take pride in them, so you can rest assured you're getting a good vehicle if I sell it. And I'm going to tell you everything I know about the vehicle and then some. So, you know, you're going to know what I know about it, so you can feel comfortable in buying it, especially if you're out of state. If you're a long ways away and can't travel to see the vehicle or can't get someone down to see the vehicle, I'm happy to do videos. I'm happy to do, you know, FaceTime or whatever. We can go for a drive. I can do driving videos, whatever you need to make you feel confident and comfortable in your purchase. So with that being said, guys, I really appreciate all the support. I really, really do. And, you know, I probably won't talk to you before, so happy holidays, happy New Year, all that good stuff. And I'm sure I'll end up talking to you after the new year. All right. Guys, take care. God bless. Have an absolutely amazing day.